Yes. Apologies for the problem. I have taken the people who have written the questions. I have that is not lost. I have copied those questions and I have those questions in front of me. So don't you worry. I will take those questions as we proceed. All right. So I was saying about the for someone who is for FSP classes. That FSP classes. Let me check if somebody can hear because I don't see any viewers in this. Yes. So I was saying that I don't recommend taking the classes directly online and then coming for the exam like 1 week before the exam and taking the exam. It would be easier, but it is not. I mean, it gives you the preparation that has to be there, like little bit knowing the system and communicating with people, improving your language. That is questionable. Okay, so that would be if it's not possible, then you have to do it. If it's not possible, what is the way? Okay, there's no way out. You have to do it, but if possible, take some time, arrange some money, and do it. Okay, that would be my recommendation on that front. Okay. Which state has a reasonable passing rate? As I said, state of Bayern, Niedersachsen, states. I mean, Northern Westphalen has little difficulties in the passing rate when it is the Baden-Württemberg has little difficulties, but other states are fine. So don't worry too much about that. What do you think? The rising popularity of far right is a matter of concern. Yes, that I have said that in eastern states certainly it's a matter of concern, but not in entire Germany as of now. Okay, let's see how things work out, how the government progresses. So the rising far right is problem in all countries, and we know that in entire Europe, in all countries, the far right is increasing. So that can be a problem in the future. You never know these things. But at the same time, we don't know how things work in India as well, right? So we don't know how the socio-political things work, and in assuming the future, we cannot like decide our present or like the near future, considering the entire like geopolitical things that might happen over say 10, 15, 20, 30 years. So that risk one has to take. Next question is that what is a realistic time frame for someone to start specialty training once they get to Germany after finishing B2 in India? After finishing B2 in India, the realistic time frame to start your residency. After B2 in India, you apply, you assume that you get admission into Fachsprachprüfung course. After Fachsprachprüfung course, you will apply for visa. Visa itself might take, say, a couple of months' time. It depends upon embassy to embassy. Some embassies process in 5 weeks. Some embassies take 3 months' time or 5 months' time. So from B2, say, consider 3 months' time on average. So you have that visa. Then you come here, do your FSP training 2 3 months, take the exam. So it became already 6 months from your B2. And if after FSP, if you pass the FSP, you get a job, like you find a job, and that might take a couple of months, so around 8 months. And if you don't pass the FSP, then again 3 months later you have to take the FSP exam again. Then it becomes like so around 1 year time. This is about not the residency beginning. This is about the job, like after FSP, the Fachsprachprüfung, because for beginning residency you need to take the Kenntnisprüfung. So that again you'll have to wait for the appointment, and that appointment might come in 3 months' time, it might come in 6 months' time. So around 12 to 18 months' time is quite reasonable. 12 months' time is quite reasonable to pass the FSP, not the to FSP, yes, to pass FSP. And 18 months' time one has to consider for passing Kenntnisprüfung. So important is that after FSP, since you're working, you're earning salary, so the burden of living expenses and all those things is reduced in that way. You are learning in German system, you are like so that way it helps you. All right. Moving further, and the cost. Cost was also asked in the previous question. The cost is, see, the blocked account will cover those costs. That is around 900 euro per month will be the living expenses plus the exam fee, which is around some states charge 350, some states charge 500 euro for the exam fee. So exam for the FSP exam and same for the Kenntnisprüfung exam plus your travel expenses, insurance expenses, visa expenses. Those expenses will be there. The next question is after language visa, how do you extend the visa, like job seeking or hospitation. Once you have a language visa, now the question is like, it is not very simple to answer this question, because you will be doing something like you have done language. Okay, after language, you will have applied already for your license. That means you already would have deficit bescheid. If you have deficit bescheid, you can go for the 16D visa. That is a recognition of professional qualification visa. So that way you can get an extension of around say 1 year, along with permission to work part time. Okay, so that is one thing. But if your deficit bescheid has not come, then they might extend it on the basis of hospitation. For that, you have to get a hospitation. So the answer best would be to get deficit bescheid before your visa ends. That means make the application at the right time so that your deficit bescheid comes at the right time before your visa expires, and you can go with that deficit bescheid to the visa office and get it extended. That will go without any problems. But if you don't have the deficit bescheid, then you'll have to get a hospitation, and then you get a extension of hospitation basis. That might not allow you to work. That means no part-time income. Then you'll have to show blocked account. That means sufficient money to get to sustain yourself in Germany. Somebody even asked me that when is the best time to take our company's help, at the outset or after learning B2. Whenever you decide to take, we have one guidance program, the fees is going to be the same. So rather, it's better you take it at the beginning. For us also, it's better so that we guide the candidates from the beginning itself, and then not after the 20 mistakes have been done and we have to redo everything. That wastes your time and efforts and ours as well. That's why if you have decided for a consulting company, then you can contact our team at the beginning itself, so that you can have a plan, like a strategic plan for you. Is consulting company compulsory for everyone? No. Answer is no. Consulting company adds to your financial burden. So don't like, you can do things on your own also. Okay, obviously you'll have to do lots of research, talk to different people. Our videos are there. Our video course is also there. With very inexpensive video course is there. That there everything is explained. So if you're under financial pressure, then you don't have to go to consulting company. Only what will happen is that if you do some mistakes, your process will get prolonged, little prolongation. So you might have lots of stress because you don't know what are you doing, and the people whom you're talking to, they're also in the same boat. You cannot trust them that they know what they are saying, what they are talking about. So when those issues are there, that's why the consulting company is there, that's why we are there. But it adds to the financial burden. That's also a truth. Okay, so it is compulsory. Is it compulsory to enroll in consultancy? Answer is no. I came to Germany 10 years back when there was no Facebook group, no YouTube channel for that matter. No, like there were consulting companies, but they also did not know what they were doing, because they're sitting all in India and booking courses in Germany and just sending candidates here. So I came all by myself without any consulting company. That's why I know if it has worked 10 years back, it would work now also. All right, moving further. What if after PG one decides to come to India? Yeah, fine. You can come to India. Is it directly recognized? No. Answer is no. You might have to go to UK, get your things recognized, your German Fakat recognized in UK, and then apply to the medical council in India for recognition, and then you'll get that. Okay. Next questions from the last session, which got disrupted, is that somebody asked me about all the informations on the website. I've already answered that. Does unhearing expires? No. When there is no expiry date, that unhearing, for candidates who don't know that, unhearing is something that like deficit bescheid. Some states call it deficit bescheid. Some states call it unhearing. That is basically the same thing. Basically, it's not exactly the same thing. Basically, the same thing. This is a response from the government that talking about your application. That okay, what is there, what is missing, what has to be like submitted additionally. Those things. So, does it have expiry date? No, if it is not mentioned, usually they mention deadline also, that you have to reply back within this deadline. But if it's not mentioned, then there is no expiry date to that. Then any concern in a day-to-day expat in view of far right? About far right, I've already talked. So with more than 10 years of PG, B2 of India, is it possible to find jobs in residency? Once Yeah, so if your language is strong, the same question about the bias, I have already answered that. The language is strong, there is no official bias, but with older age, you have to think yourself if you're going to sustain that, or if you want to endure that entire like trouble. Best preparatory schools for language and medical tests, also cost of some. Now, this I cannot take in this session because that is a thing that you have to Google. Preparatory school for language. There are many institutes at different locations, and the fees also they have on the website. All right, so that you'll have to answer. So the standard ones are the FIA. That's the biggest one. There are also other big. In general, what you have to understand when you want to look is that if it's a good school or not, if it is sponsored by the government or not. If it's sponsored by the government, then the government has at least taken into something into consideration before sponsoring the institute. Okay, so that way you can see that okay, that is a good institute. If it's not sponsored, that means they're a private institute. All institutes are private only, but they are like doing their own thing. Government has not even checked what they're doing, what they're teaching. Okay, so that way, that could be one way to choose your institute. Okay. Um, Next is that I'm a third year medical student in India. How difficult is it to learn German and learn German in medical? It is quite difficult. It is quite difficult. But since you are a third year student, you have time. You have 2 years, 3 years time to learn it. So 2, 3 years time, you will definitely learn it. So next is I'm a NEET aspirant and I scored some marks. Is written is PG in Germany a lot easier than that. Not just Germany, Russia, Romania, or any other EU country. PG in Germany, you cannot compare, or anything in Germany, you cannot compare it with, say, in Romania or in Eastern European country, because they all belong to Europe. That is correct. But Western Europe and Eastern Europe are different, like from every all perspectives. Okay, from salary structure, but all doctors from Romania, they come to Germany. Like not all, I mean, many doctors from Romania come to Germany. So, uh, is it easy? So yes, it is not a competitive exam here. That's why when you say only on selection basis that what are the chances of getting selection, then it is quite easy. It's not like you have to be in the top 500 or top 1000, top 2000 from 200, 2 lakh people or 4 lakh people. It's not like that. You have to pass the qualifying exams. That means you have to get the 60% marks in the exams. That's it. And the foreign language. Plus, it takes long time and it costs money. So those are the negative things. But positive thing is that you don't have to compete against everyone else. You have to just pass the qualifying exams and interview. In interview, you have to compete because if there are like better hospitals will be many, like better candidates would go to better hospitals. In that way, if you're not very good academically or with language, German language, then you will have a problem over there. But otherwise, it's not very difficult as compared to, for example, getting into AIMS or something like that. After B2, online FSP course useful for someone not able to resign from the clinical. I have actually taken this course, taken this topic that someone who is working has not able to is not able to resign from his job. Then for that person, it makes sense to prepare for online FSP and come to Germany and take that. But is it a recommended way? No, it is not a recommended way, because that way your exposure to German culture and language will be very short, and chances of passing the exam is little bit hampered. I mean, can you pass it? It is possible. Yeah, if you prepare well with good teachers, definitely it's possible. But next question was, any update for Chinese medical graduate? Unfortunately, I do not have any updates on that topic. The problem remains the same, that they want your license from your study country. Now I'm talking specifically about China. Okay, and, because somebody will start writing that. What about Philippines and what about Uzbekistan? So every country is different in that matter. Don't There's no thumb rule that okay, all FMGs need it from their study country, and not only from home country, because we have candidates in our consulting company from foreign countries for FMGs. Okay, we took those candidates even before this rule came, but uh, there we have receiving regular, like deficit bescheid, everything that is coming for non FMG candidates, normal candidates, that's coming for FMG candidates also. So, but they are not from China. That is important. They are not from Georgia. They are not from Kyrgyzstan. Three countries are definitely no, but other countries are till now. Till we see that okay, somebody has been rejected, we cannot say, because every case is an individual matter. But for China, answer is no. Next is that also adding cost of blocked account of 1 year. That's huge costs there. That is true. Now about blocked account, I wrote in comment to someone that, oh, you don't have to book the entire 1 year blocked account. Why do you pay entire 12,000? You can book the blocked account for 6 months only for the duration of your course. If your course is a 4 months course, or if your hospitation is a 3 months hospitation, at least two hospitation, 6 months hospitation, you book the blocked account for only for that amount. Okay, so that makes things little easier. That instead of 12,000 euro, you'll have to pay only 6,000 euro in your account. But one has to remember that that requirement is for visa, but that does not solve the problem. That if you are in Germany, if they give you the visa for say 3 months or 6 months because you showed that blocked account, and your things have gotten extended, now you want to live the seventh month over there. How will you pay for it? Okay, even though you have a visa, first of all, your visa will not get extended because you don't have blocked account. But even if somehow you manage to get your visa extended, how will you pay for it? That is why I say that what you can do is that you have to plan. You can do it two times, like not 12,000 at once, but two times. One time half of it, and later on half of it. If things work out and you don't need that money, then fine. In our consultancy company, no candidate had to top up the half yearly blocked account that we have, like initially that they had to be made. They made half yearly blocked account and came to Germany. Things worked out. They got like part time jobs, sustained themselves. No need a blocked account. Okay, but first 6 months they had to take, or 5 months in some cases they had to take blocked account. How should I approach studying academically? Should I prepare in different way, or is it same way for NEET? You have to learn the language first. The question is about how should the academic progression, like what do you have to study? You have to study the language first, and there are books. You can obviously, if you study the books for NEET or next in India, definitely your knowledge will improve. That will definitely help you, but that will not be enough for you to pass the exam because of the language. You have to study everything in German language again. There are specific books for that. You can go take those books. They're available on Amazon in India also. They're available. You can book like buy them from Amazon and get started with that. Next one is that anyone starting new for German medical PG, anyone from India. I mean, yeah, okay, this was not a question. That is question for everyone else, so you can answer that. Hello, sir. Please guide us about the state to apply. This recording will be published on YouTube also. So, Rehan, you will see that about the states that I have mentioned. The Mecklenburg that you have written, Bavaria you have written, Sachsen you have written, all have the pros and cons. There is no one particular state. From these three, Bavaria is my favorite even now, but slowly it is changing because Bavaria is getting saturated. Everyone is applying to Bavaria because I have been saying that for last 4 years. Everyone is applying to Bavaria now, and now Bavaria is getting saturated. There things are getting difficult. That's why. But still, as of now, Bavaria is still my favorite. Next question is that, sir, graduated from Ukraine, suggested DMiNetz, learned B2, but now the question of graduated country scares me. Yeah, so Dr. Nibber suggested you to DMiNetz, but you did not contact DMiNetz apparently. So yeah, so learn to B2. Questions now scares you, so I cannot take the angst away. Okay, things which are unclear are unclear. So there, unfortunately, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe you'll have to apply and then see how it works. Okay, this was about the question from the before the chat got disconnected. Now we will see the next new questions that we have, and I will try to, yeah. So the next question is that as a Sperrkonto is must with about 12,000, is it possible to get Verpflichtungserklärung? Now, Verpflichtungserklärung, for people who don't know that, Verpflichtungserklärung is a Erklärung, a commitment from somebody who says that, okay, I will take care of this person's all expenses, his health insurance, his travel, his food, his living, everything. Now, if that person can do that, but that person will has needs to have that that kind of job, that kind of finances by himself. Okay, so assuming that that person has those things, like, then again that will be limited for a limited time. So for a short duration, if you come for a tourist visa, for example, 3 months time, that is fine. But for a longer duration, if that will be allowed, I don't think so. Okay, you can do both things. You can show your bank accounts or maybe book a blocked account for some duration, and some like part you can do. That could be considered, but only on Verpflichtung Erklärung. If your friend is a millionaire or something, then that's a different thing. Then it will be that okay, you're coming to him, but then again, he is going to pay for. Then he will have to put that like in your. So what you can do is that if that friend is willing to help you, okay, in that way, that he will bear all your expenses, because these expenses are not if it will be there. Those expenses will be there. You will be living at some place, you will be paying the rent, you will be like eating, you'll be so the food expenses will be there, you will be traveling, so that expense, fees, language course, FSP course, all these expenses are going to be there. So that friend, instead of writing a Verpflichtung, he can give you that money for the blocked account, and that solves the entire problem. So you have money, you have blocked account, and you don't need Verpflichtungserklärung, and then fine. So then you can apply with that. So that could be one way to go about it. You can talk to your friend about that if he's ready with that. That is a good way. You can obviously will return it to him later on. Okay, once you have a job and everything, it's a matter of say 1 year or something. Okay, but that would be an easier way to go about. Okay, and just for Verpflichtungserklärung, I don't think the visa office would also want to have that account. That okay, they will say that okay, if the friend is willing to help you, why don't you make a blocked account with his help directly? So, can deficit Bescheid be rejected? If so, how long it will take to apply again? Deficit Bescheid be rejected. You get deficit Bescheid from the licensing authority. So, who will reject it? Okay, you can reject it. You can say that okay, I don't accept what you have written, and I will hire a lawyer. And within 4 weeks, but you have to reply back, and you have to say that okay, I don't accept what you have written, and there are things are differently, and that is how like my lawyer, the lawyer will have to explain it to them. Okay. So next question is, please can it be made more accessible to African medical graduate? I mean, DMiNetz. DMiNetz, the YouTube channel is a free of cost channel, so it is accessible to everyone who has an internet. So I hope that is, I mean, and we have more than 200 or 250 videos. So we are trying to make it more and more accessible. The video course that we have, the online video course, that at present costs 139 euros. So that is not huge amount for the type of content that we have over there. We also have a like plan for that. We need but support for people. Our plan is that to make it like democratizing of information. So because see, uh, I'm coming today. I'm doing 1 hour of this live session. But for that things I have to plan it for so long. I have to see that okay, my two kids are sleeping, they don't make sound, the internet is proper. Like I have time, and I have this weekend free. So instead of spending time with my family, I have to do this. So if someone does that, okay, on individual basis, and candidates who applied, who are in our online like this thing consulting program, they to them I talk almost every week, okay, every or maybe in the week also, if there are questions, if there are doubts. So there you cannot do that on a very like very cheap basis, very less expensive basis, because it takes time, it takes effort, it takes your thinking, takes your planning, it takes the experience that you have, and plus there are also other people involved, other mentors involved. Okay, so individual guidance will be expensive, is expensive, will be expensive, but and that is true that it is not accessible to all doctors, not only from African countries, but for India also. Lots of people cannot afford the services that DMiNetz, like individual consulting offers. I'm totally aware of that. Thing is that it cannot be, the individual consulting cannot be made cheaper. Alternative to that is the video course that I made. That okay, that is a course. It's freely available, not freely available. I mean, it's easily available. You can buy that. You have all the information over there in a detailed step by step manner, in PDF format, in PowerPoint presentation. But what is missing over there is a personal guidance. Okay. So there, if you don't understand anything, or if there is a in specific case there is a problem, who will solve that problem? So that nobody is there. That is a problem over there. I see that problem still. At not till now, 350 or more than 350 doctors have registered and have enrolled in that course in last 3 years. So it's a big number actually. But what we are thinking about is that why don't we make it in a community system? That okay, you pay something monthly, maybe 10 euro monthly. Okay, so that way, and then maybe not monthly, we'll make it 3 monthly. That okay, you pay 30 euro or 40 euro 3 monthly, every 3 months, and that way, if we have 100 candidates, then we can afford that. That okay, every week we can have such session like that, a live session or maybe video for everyone. and everyone can share the doubts and clear things up. But for that, we need at least 100 candidates who would say that, okay, fine, we are ready to pay 30 euro for, say, 3 months, okay, or say 120 euro for 1 year. Okay. So if there are 100 candidates like that, then for us also it makes sense that we can do this. But that for that we have to have that 100 people. If one, 2 person, or say 5 people say that, okay, I will pay you, say, 120 euro per year, but then there are 5 people, there are 500 euro, and for entire year, then it does not work like that. So that is the problem. I understand entirely the problem. I was in the situation. I was that person who used to like see that, okay, is the milk like 1.65 like euro, or is it like 1.55 euro? Okay, 10 cents less, let's take the 10 cents lesser one. Okay, I totally I relate to that, but certain things cannot be done. It's not feasible. That's why, but I'm totally open to ideas. If you have suggestions, if you have idea, if you have a group that, okay, you say we have a group and we want your guidance and we can work it out about the things, then I'm open to ideas also. You can write an email to me also. Okay, so let's move further. um, I have WhatsApp message to your team but no answer. um, yeah, you can call the number then. You can, if I mean, we get lots of messages, we try to answer. I personally don't get those messages. Our team in India get those messages. If there is no answer, then you can call them up, or I will see that they answer more of the questions. Okay. Is German PG degree recognized in India? The answer, as I said, is there's no direct recognition. If you ask someone, there's no direct recognition, but there are ways through which you can get recognized. Maybe about this, one of my colleague is trying to get back to India in maybe 6-7 months time. He will apply for recognition in India and then see how it works out. The exact pathway will know then. Okay. Um, Moving forward, what should be done after visa rejection due to unavailability of B2 certificate? Uh, if gotten 16 even after Anhörung submitted visa, then should you apply again for 16D or fly to Germany? What should be done after visa rejection due to unavailability B2 certificate? So then if the visa is rejected, then you have to complete the B2 certificate. And if you got the second point, the same person is that if you got 16F, even after, then you should apply again to 16D. No, if you've gotten one visa, 16F for example, then you fly first. Okay, then you fly first. You come here, because getting things done here when you are in Germany is easier than explaining things there when you are in India. Okay, if you have one visa, a legal visa with which you can come here, don't that does not apply to tourist visa. Okay, if you have Schengen visa, then that does not mean that, okay, come on Schengen visa, then we'll see. It's not like that. You get, if you have a 16F visa, you come on that, and that then you, after unhearing, after you, then you complete your B2. Now here one also has to consider that you have not done your B2. So coming here, how much sense does it make? Because when you go for FSP application, FSP course registration, for a paid course like a sponsored course which is sponsored by the government, they will ask you for B2 course, B2 certificate. And that time, if you say that I don't have B2, then they'll say, so then you'll have to pay for the entire thing because it's not going to get sponsored. Then you'll have to pay the course which is like 2,500 or 3,000 euro course. So that's why it makes more sense to complete B2 before coming here. But if everything is planned, if for example you have hospitation, if your B2 is just missing by say some points, and you think that, okay, next in 6 weeks or so I will finish my B2, then you can come here, take appointment in the B2 course, not the course, the exam over here, and then get the exam done. Okay, but that comes under stress. Okay, then you will be coming with stress that my B2 is not finished. Okay, that is about the B2. Now, let's go further. I'm already working as a PG consultant here and started learning German. Shall I apply for Anerkennung or Deficit Bescheid now? See, you don't apply additionally for Deficit Bescheid. You apply for Anerkennung. You apply for recognition. That is the medical license. You apply for your Antrag for Berufserlaubnis and Approbation. You do. The Deficit Bescheid comes as a byproduct. It comes as a first response. My first response is the Eingangbestätigung. Deficit Bescheid comes as a response to you from the government that, look, we have seen your application. These things are missing. Please send these documents again. or if there are major things are missing, then they will write that. So you don't apply separately for deficit specialty. You apply for NRKNO. Then the next question is that I hope to get radiologist residency, but was told to apply first via wide range of the specialty in IMED work for at least 1 year, then continue looking for job residency offers. Is this true? Uh, you can apply for radiology also. Okay, when you apply for other residencies, you can apply for radiology also. There is no such requirement that you must do other residencies or other training before going to radiology. It's not like that. If you're lucky, you would get into it. But I can also understand why somebody would have recommended, because I also recommend the same thing. That don't apply only to radiology, because it might happen that you keep waiting, sending more and more applications, and it does not happen. You don't get a place in radiology because it's a competitive branch. Okay, it makes sense to apply to other branches also, but you can keep applying to radiology also. And if you have luck and you get directly into radiology, well and good for you. Then the next question is that can we change FSP codes once we land in Germany? We take a visa on basis of the private FSP codes. Um, can Yes, you can. Okay, the question is that you take admission in one private course because it's cheaper and easily available also, like the durations are more flexible. You take admission that, apply for visa, get visa, come here, don't go to that course, then go to the job center, say that, okay, I'm a doctor, I've come here, I've done my recognition is in process, and I want to take into this university, or this, not the university, this institutes, this course sponsored by the government. Can you sponsor me? Okay, you don't tell about the your local course that you have booked from India itself. Can it be done? It is done. Have people, like, it has been done? Okay, that has been done successfully. Do I know people who have done it? I know people who have done it. Do I recommend that as a consulting company? Because this is basically a cheating, right? You are cheating the visa office. You are providing a document with your intention is not to that. That is basically the definition of cheating. That your intent is different. So what you're doing is wrong. All right. So we, as a company, I as a person, do not recommend such practices. There are wrong things. These are wrong things. Do people do wrong things? Yes, people do wrong things. Do they get caught doing wrong things? They might get caught doing wrong things. I don't going going forward. What type of visa to apply for when coming for only FSP exam, and will there be a need for the blocked account in that case? When you're coming only for the FSP exam, then you can come on tourist visa also. Tourist visa is for 90 days. So you can plan a trip as like a couple of weeks before the exam, and you don't need any blocked account. You need to show your financial status, like bank accounts and everything, that you have the resources to travel, for booking hotel and all those things, but you don't need a blocked account for that. Is there mandatory retirement age for doctors like in India? In USA, there is none. In Germany, also there is no mandatory retirement age. Like 67 is the official retirement age, but if you want to work after that, you are free to work after that. There are many people who work after 67 also, so it's free. You can work. How much blocked account is required for hospitation for 3 months? You have to calculate, like 12,000 is the latest amount for 2025 for 12 months. So for 3 months, it will be 3,000. Is it correct that one can do PG in Germany? Now, if wishes can to come back to India, one registers the UK NMC approval of the specialist. Yes. Yes. See, I don't know anyone who has done it. Okay. This is theoretically possible. I have myself gotten my after I took my FACATS exam. I have myself taken the UK this English language test to get my license, and I have gotten. I stay in the specialist registers of the General Medical Council. I am there. So, uh, but I have not applied in India. So when I will apply to in India, what will happen that I don't know. But theoretically, it is possible. Now, one of my friend is going to do that. Like when things improve, then I will let you know about that as well. Now, people who have not subscribed to this channel, who have not liked this video and other videos, do that after we finish this session, okay? Because that is how, as I said, that this channel is free of cost. But how do you reward me? You or like how do you what you say? What I aim for? What is my compensation through this? Is first of all helping you guys so that I feel that okay, my time is also used properly. I have guided or helped so many people, that gives me some satisfaction. Other thing is that when you like the video, share it, subscribe it, that also improve my statistics. Then I feel that okay, I did some good work. So that is a motivation when you do that. So I would request you guys to do that, and we will continue further. There are some questions, and we have already it's 34 minutes running in my screen here, and we did 15 minutes before that also. So it's already 45 minutes, but we will take some more questions. Is masters from Deutschland recognized in Middle East? Middle East, it's highly recommended actually. It's highly coveted in Middle East, the masters Fakats from Germany, because when you see the salary structure, it's not mentioned. If you go on the websites, like say, I don't know, job websites, then they say a specialist from either USA or UK or German Fakats, Western trained. So that way, the salary scale for a German Fakats is higher than that from say Asian country. Okay, so I'm not trying to discriminate it here, but it's a fact, it's mentioned on the websites. Okay. How to get house job in Germany for Asian? This the route for Asian is also same as any other foreign doctor. So house job, basically internship, you mean, I assume. So internship in Germany, that's a totally different topic. It's not possible. Okay, it's possible only for if your university, if for example, if you are from South America, okay, from Colombia zum Beispiel, okay, and Colombia has a university in Colombia has a tie-up with a university in Germany. They say that okay, we will exchange our students to you, and that will be recognized. Then it's fine. Okay, but in general, can anyone from other country come to Germany do directly internship? No, that is not going to happen, because for that your training that you have done for 5 years, 6 years, whatever, that has to be analyzed in Germany. That has to be seen that okay, was it equivalent to what we have in Germany or not? So if it is same, then it will be allowed. You can continue. If otherwise, they'll say okay, your 5 years of training in India is we consider only 3 years. Now you have to do 2 more years here in Germany before you enter the practicum, the internship or housemanship over here. So that will be 2 additional years in German university. So that is totally different game. Don't even try about that. That will just create more like more risks and more confusion for you. If someone has done MBBS and house job and apply for 1 year Ausbildung in Germany, say nursing assistant, will he be paid per month like 1,000 euro in his way blocked account required also skip? If you come to Germany as nursing assistant, that means you get Ausbildungsplatz, a place to train as nursing assistant. Then you will be promised a salary, okay, of 1,000 euros approximately. That, as you mentioned, like medizinische Fachangestellte, MFA, they call it, a nursing assistant. So that time you don't need a blocked account, okay, because if you have a job contract that which says that you will be paid this amount, then why would you need a blocked account? Then your expenses are covered. Then can we apply for opportunity card and then come to Germany as it is for? Yes, the opportunity card. I have made a video a few weeks back about opportunity card. It's a new thing. Whoever matches to that qualification of those 6 points, that they should apply to for opportunity card, because right now it's still in process. Like I'm not sure how long they take to give you opportunity card. But the other problem with opportunity card is that when you go on the website, like on the application, they ask you exact details that okay, where are you going to go, which institute are you going to go. So if you knew all those, if you have taken already admission in FSP and everything, then why would you apply for opportunity card? Then you'd go for normal 16D visa. You want to go for opportunity card because you don't have those details, right? So but then the website, at least I was checking in the website in Philippines, because we have candidates from Philippines also, and they wanted to apply for opportunity card. And I was checking their website, and then they asked for much details. Where I said that okay, fine, if we have other documents, deficit Bescheid is there, B2 is already complete, then why will we go for opportunity card? We'd rather go for our normal 16D visa, which has same provisions, and we know that route, we know how much duration it's going to take. So we'll go for 16D. But opportunity card is a new thing. If you match like those 6 points, then you should apply for it. Then going further, um, I'm a graduate from Ukraine, currently doing internship in India, finished E2 level. So you don't have license from Ukraine. So in that case, see, for Ukraine, there can be exceptions. Okay, you can say war and everything because Germany has been very sympathetic for Ukrainian doctors. But also, it is true that there are 1,400 Ukrainian doctors at present in Germany waiting for the process. They could get asylum. They came here as a war refugees. They are living here, but they're still in the process. So there also they are like checking everything. They're not giving everything like on the platter. They're checking everything. They're waiting for months together now. So in your case, since you don't have license from Ukraine, it might create a problem. But what you can do is that there is an online like a way of checking it nowadays. That's ZAB. I made a video about that to checking recognition of academic qualification. So it will cost you around 200 euros and it will take 3 months time. You can get that done first. Okay. So if you get that and your academic qualification is equivalent to that in Germany, then you can proceed further. In this meantime, you can keep learning the language side by side, maybe A1, A2 level as a hobby. And that would be a better way, safer way to go about it. Okay. Otherwise, what you can do is that finish entire language or not finish entire language, do till B1 level, prepare all the documents, translate, attest everything, and then send and wait for deficit Bashar. That is also one way to go about it. So I cannot give you a exact answer at present for Ukraine also because Ukraine does not fall in either of the category. One category where I'm sure that okay, there's no problem. One category I'm sure where there is a problem. Ukraine is a gray area depending upon when was the duration. Did the war break out during your like curriculum, or were you case before the war and everything? So many things like are flexible, many variables in this system for Ukraine. Some IMG doctors decide to move to Switzerland after Germany medical residency for higher pay and lower taxes because Germany residency is recognized in Switzerland. What is your opinion on this? It's a very good decision. People who want to move to better countries for more salary, better. I mean, I'm happy for them. So you should. I mean, one can do that. There's no problem in that. Next question is that matchmaking is PG easy in Germany? Uh, I don't understand. Is matchmaking? I don't understand what you mean by matchmaking. If you mean getting into residency, it's not easy. That is the entire channel, entire debate has been about this. If it were easy, then I would not need to make these 200 videos, and you would not need to talk to 20 different people and like clear out things. Okay. So yeah, we'll take a couple of more questions because it's already 44, 42 minutes. I have no work experience for completing MBBS as I'm learning German without working. If I hired a neuro, if I get hired a surgery has high chances of getting fired. Yes. If you don't have any work experience, if you cannot do, say for example, suture or anything, then getting into high-end branches at the beginning does not make much sense because you might get fired within 6 months. Because everybody can get fired within 6 months. 6 months is a probation time, proboscite, where they see you, you see them. If you both are matching for each other, and if one of them feels that okay, this does not match to my expectations, then they say that okay, bye bye, have a good career further in different hospital. Okay, so going further, is getting into hemato-oncology easy? No. Why would it be easy? You have to get into internal medicine for that, or maybe pediatrics. Hemato-oncology is a super specialty branch. Does not come directly. You have to do a FACAS first, maybe in internal medicine or in pediatrics to get into hemato-oncology. So please tell deficit Bichard usually take 5 weeks to 1 year, and 1 week, as you mentioned in one of the recent videos. Kindly tell us in which state among 16 give deficit Bichard more quickly. uh, Northern Westfalen. They give you more quickly, but the video that you're talking about, where I have given you different timelines of different candidates from a consulting program, that was from Bayern, all from same state. Okay, so in general, if you ask me, Northern Westfalen process the documents faster, so you get your documents faster over here. But other states also, if you're in luck, you can get it faster. Okay. Now I would request you guys to stop posting the question because we have talked a lot. Now I will try to. If I mean, since the response is so good, even though 20 people are there, there are so many questions. I will take maybe if there are some things like non finished, then you can write in comment again. Then I will try to make a separate video on that, or maybe do a live session next month or so. Like that we can do. But for now, we have to conclude it somehow, because otherwise it's a never-ending topic. I have been talking on this for 6 years now, and it's still not finished. Kindly tell us in which state, yeah. Are there any FSP courses which are only 4 weeks? There are many FSP courses, especially online FSP courses, which are only 4 weeks duration. These are private institutes. They offer 4 weeks crash course. Basically, that means you need to be prepared before you go to these courses. You should, that is just before the exam, you go 4 weeks and take the course, but you don't expect that full, like entire length teaching will be there. Okay. Do you think vacancies still will be there 25, 27? There is no saturation happening. Yes, there is saturation happening. There is saturation happening, and that is why the competition is increasing. That is why everywhere the hurdles are increasing. And that is why the exam passing rates are becoming difficult. Job finding, even with Berufserlaubnis, getting jobs has become difficult. So saturation is happening slowly. Maybe in 5 years it will be saturated. Okay, nobody knows. But saturation happened in USA also. It happened in UK also. But what happened after that? Saturation happens in a couple of years, it opens up again. Okay. So don't worry about saturation. There are lots of jobs here, but obviously they would not take anyone. They would, then the requirements, the standards will be higher. So you'll have to be like buckle up, and you'll have to enhance your standards up to that. Next question is that at level B2, is it possible to clear FSP exam, or you must have C1? No, you don't need C1 for that, general C1. The FSP exam in itself is of C1 level. So you can take the B2 level exam, a B2 certificate, and prepare for FSP and then take the FSP exam. As a dentist, can I still come to Germany? Is it saturated? No, it is not saturated, because dentist you can still come. As I said in the previous question, the hurdles are increasing, but you you must be confident that you will take those overcome those hurdles. The next question is that I am from Nepal and have done MBBS with internship from Bangladesh. Can I do my PG with Bangladeshi registration? Yes, yes, you can do that. Is it? If so, what is the age limit for PG? There's no age limit for PG, as I mentioned in the right at the beginning. Also, if your age is 35, you're still fine. If your age is 55, then you must think about it. So the next question is that medical is UG medical degree from Russia can apply for Germany. You can apply for Germany if you have license from Russia. Otherwise, also you can apply and wait. You see, application anyone can make. the the best ways in uncertain situations, what we see to our candidates, like we have few FMG candidates in our consulting program, and for them things are very uncertain. What we tell to them that, okay, first plan the application only. That means your expenses are your translation and your attestation. You attest them, translate them, and fill the form, send it with that and then see what is the deficit bescheid. What does deficit bescheid say? If the deficit bescheid says that, okay, fine, you are accepting and you get like appointment for FSP, then by the time keep learning language that is said, okay, that is to be given. So then you should be like, fine, now you can apply. Now you can proceed further with more confidence. In the first step only, if they say that, okay, no, we don't recognize it, we don't consider this as a completed education, then you know in the first step itself that, okay, it's not going to work out. What I have lost is the expense for translation. That is around, say, 300, 400 euro or 500 euro. And attestation, that would be, say, around 10, 20, 10,000 euro or something, 10,000 rupees. I mean, 200 euro, maybe I'm just giving a round figure, 200 euros. So in that 500 euro expense, you know for sure that is it the path for you or not. Okay, so that one should try instead of just thinking, because you might not do right now, and later on 6 months later you might think that, okay, no, somebody would tell you that, okay, I got it. You might come across someone who would have gotten experience, who would have gotten like accepted a positive response. Then you would feel that, okay, why didn't I do that? Okay, so that way to reduce that, what you say, that regret, it's better that you focus and you do it. The next question is that, um, Your opinion on getting German citizen, is it easier? Yeah, it's very easy. German citizenship. You just have to send an application after your stay duration of stay is complete. Take my question, sir. Yeah, fine. I'll take your question. During Ausbildung in Germany, can you prepare the for FSP? Yes, you can prepare for FSP because Ausbildung you'll be doing in the hospital, but preparation is on your own. So you can do that. I'm seeing that my picture is getting blurred and blurred. I think the system is telling me to shut it off now. Then there are a couple of thank yous. You're welcome. No experience after MBBS. Do you suggest to work for a year or start preparing for PG? Uh, I would not tell you because that will not improve your chances. If your work experience there will not improve your chance for getting in PG in Germany. Rather, start sooner so that the time delay that is there that will cover up. Like it will not get too extended in your case. Divain Patel says you skipped my question, sir. But in my here, Divain Patel, it says message is retracted. You have retracted your message somehow. So I cannot see your question. Otherwise, I would have taken the question. How long does it take to get B2, C1 German so that one can pass the FSP? Any tips how to get best learn the language? How long does it take to pass FSP? Uh, it takes around 8 to 12 months, I would say, in total to learn till B2 properly. Okay. And then 3 months for FSP exam. So that way, around 15 months, you can assume from beginning till FSP. I have completed my C2 from Ukraine, C2 and MBBS from Ukraine. What is the procedure for my application? First step is to get the license from Ukraine. As I have talked in detail about Ukraine, if you have license from Ukraine, you can apply. If you don't have license, then it is questionable. It might happen that your education might not be totally like equivalent, and they would say that okay, we don't consider it even completed. In that case, they will say that okay, we don't. You are not a completed. Your education is not complete. We cannot take it. All right. So yeah, now I don't see any more questions from Divain. I did not see your question even now. I will. There are some requests. Can you make a video on other countries of Germany medical? Where what can we do in a home country to secure a place in neurosurgery apart from the language? Work experience in neurosurgery. That is what you can do. All right. So with this, we will conclude this session. For all the 20 people who have attended this, I thank you very much. I hope this was useful. The video quality is not that good. I see now. I think my internet is not very strong. But I hope still the voice is clear and you can hear that and it's useful. If you have more questions, doubts, you can write in the comment. I will, as I said, make either separate video on that or include those questions next time. And next time when we do live session, then I will like you can join in and ask those questions again. All right. About the video course, the online course that we have, uh, what we can do is that since that topic was raised about the accessibility, if you feel that 139, how many of you from 20 people now you feel that 139 euro for that course is too high? Because that course has a huge number of content. 139 euro in present times comes around 12,000 Indian rupees. I don't know in other currencies. Before going, let me take a small survey from you 19 people or 20 people. Do you think that 139 euro is too high for a course where everything is explained in detail? Yes. High means yes. Just write yes so that I will know that it is high. I will wait for 1 minute. I will not say anything for 1 minute. Okay. Someone says 100 euro is doable. One says it's high. Yes, people coming from countries like South Asia. Okay. Okay. All right. Three people have said it is high. Like one has suggested 100 euro. All right. All right, fine. So let's do this. You guys, you 19, 20 people. Now see, the number is reducing. That's why people who have stayed till the end, let's do like this. You write an email. Okay, you write an email to us on a website. I will on the web on the. Someone says that okay, someone has said that above 100 there is a psycho barrier. Okay, fine. I mean, I'm not a marketing expert, so I don't understand those psycho barriers and everything. But fine. I mean, if you say that not too high, one says that not too high. One says that I think 30 euro per 3 months would be fine. Someone says that no. See, we have say which now the question comes again. Now we are not taking questions. Satrendra, I'm sorry. Now we are not taking any more questions. Now we are bargaining on the price of the course that it has to be. This also I'm doing for the first time. But see, half of you are saying it is high. Half of you are saying it is not high. No, just the duration for accessible. Um, See, for that course, let's do like this. That course that is already available. That is only a video recorded course. It is not personal access. You will not be able to talk to me. Okay. For that, what we can do is that you guys who have been here, 20 people, I can see that. I expect from people who are interested. Obviously, if you're not interested, then it's fine. But if you write an email to us at DMiNetzInternational@gmail.com, not the thing on the website. I will give you an email ID in the chat. This is the email ID which I personally use. Other email ID, there is a team that uses it. This is the email ID, DMiNetzInternational@gmail.com. Okay. Now, if you write on this email that you were in this session and we talked about the price and everything, and you want a discount, what we can do is that we can give you a coupon code which will reduce the price from 139 to maybe say 79. How does that sound? 79, is everyone okay on 79? But that is a recorded course. Okay, there's no personal counseling on in that. Obviously we will be doing lives and everything, and I will, you have doubts, we will discuss about that. So uh, yeah, so we can do that. And about that thing that I mentioned about the accessibility to me and my team for longer duration of time, for that, and 30 euro for 3 months thing, for that we need volume. We need people, at least 100 people, where we can say that okay, now we can do that because it's and you can book that course for how much we said? We said 79 euros. All right. Just let me write down that 79 euros, otherwise I might forget it. All right, wonderful. It was pleasure being you and seeing responses from you. It again motivates me. If you're only 4 people here, then it will be very demotivated. Then what should I talk for 1 hour for with 4 people? But there are 20 people. I'm happy about it. Hope next time more people will be there, and then we can take more detailed questions and answers and everything. All right, wonderful. Then have a good weekend, everyone. Bye bye.